Is your business struggling to stand out from the crowd online? At Webamax, we specialize in turning clicks into customers. From SEO and PPC to social media management and stunning web design, we've got you covered. Boost your online presence and drive real results. Ready to take your business to the next level? Visit Webamax.com. That's Webimax.com for a free digital analysis. Roll the web with Webamax.com.
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Coincidence? I think not. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere, even at 30,000 feet. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
No purchase necessary. VGW. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18 plus.
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, you know, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. That should brighten your day a little. Actually, a lot. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18 plus.
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Coincidence? I think not. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere, even at 30,000 feet. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
No purchase necessary. VGW. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18 plus.
Back for another KC Soccer Journal interview pod. With me, I have Claire Hutton. I feel like I always say that wrong because I feel like we got to drop the T's or something. How do you say it?
Claire Hutton.
Hutton.
Very simple, like button with an H.
All right, so I just want to get to know you. I want to let fans get to know you, people like that. So I'm gonna start off really easy. What do you do when you're not here?
So I started school at UMKC, as you know, but I don't know if the fans know. I started about a month ago, so I finished a 3-week history class, got that out of the way, never have to take history again, and now I'm taking an English class and a media class. So that's what I do. I cook dinner a lot. I cook for my roommate Alexa. I read.
What kind of books do you read?
Right now I'm reading the ACOTAR series. It's A Court of Thorns and Roses. I'm on the second book, but usually a lot of realistic fiction. This is fantasy, so a little bit different, but I like recommendations if anyone has any.
I'll have people send that in.
Perfect. I just like being outside, so I have some friends that I met outside of soccer, which sometimes I'll go hang out with them kind of as a little escape from soccer, just a different type of world, which is fun to be in.
Well, that's what I was wondering, if you get away from soccer or do you stay focused on it? So you're getting away from it, people don't even know you're a soccer. Do they know you're a soccer player?
Yeah, they know. They've been to games. They're super supportive, but it's fun. It's you just get to see other people's interests and it gets your mind off of it. So I'm pretty big on balance. So I think it's just a good way to get my mind off of it a little bit.
And you're becoming a chef now? No,
yeah, Chef Claire.
What do you cook?
Tonight I'm making shrimp tacos. Yep.
I'm making habanero chicken tacos tonight.
Oh, cool. And then sometimes I'll do Greek food. Other times sushi bowls, stuff like that. All different stuff, yeah. So recommendations on that would be cool also.
I think it's amazing because I know a lot of younger people who don't ever cook, but is that just because you are kind of independent now?
I guess so. My older brother, he's big into going to the gym and bodybuilding and all that. So at home when I was still in high school, he would always be cooking, and he actually was a chef for a restaurant for a summer job one year. And he would come home and just start working in the kitchen at our house, and I was I want to be able to do that. So then I would start making stuff too, and it was almost like a competition who could make better food and stuff. So then that's kind of how I started doing it.
Are you competitive in everything, and are you the better cook now?
The first question, yes. The second one, no. But it's okay.
Give it some time, right?
Yeah, exactly. Experience.
All right, so I feel like you've had just an amazing start to your pro career, undefeated. You're at the top of all these defensive stats, tackles, and I mean, I can't list them all. Were you kind of expecting this, or is this like the dream?
I would say it's the dream. I think it was kind of funny. I just flew back to New York this past weekend because we had a couple days off to see my family, and I was talking to my mom about it, and it was kind of funny because when I first left in January to come drive here, I drove out with my dad, so it was like an 18-hour drive. We left on New Year's Day, so I like gave my mom a hug, and she was like, have so much fun, like all this, and was like, and listen, like, if you don't play this season at all, like, it's okay. Like, just know we love you no matter what. Like, if you turn around and didn't want to play soccer, we love you. But, like, you might not play, and it's okay. So, like, honestly, like, you never know. Like, I didn't expect to be starting some of these games and all this and that. So, it's pretty cool just to get this experience that I've been getting.
I know when we talked to Vlaco early on before the season even started, he spoke highly about how you were fitting right in. It wasn't like you were a rookie 18-year-old in there. When did you kind of like know that maybe you were fitting in and like you were in that plan to maybe get a lot of playing time?
I think they were pretty transparent with me from the beginning, and even when I was deciding to join the club or not. That like the midfield spot, there were places where if I came in and performed, then I had a chance of getting on the field. So they were transparent with that, but they were also transparent that if I came in and didn't prove myself, that I would most likely be riding the bench. So at the same time, we have a standard on the team, so it was good to know that heading in, and knowing that if I came out here, gave what I have, showed who I am on and off the field, that I'd have a chance of doing what I could do. So I think that's kind of just where it came from.
Excellent. Have you always been a D-mid?
No, usually I'm attacking mid, so it's a little bit of a switch, but it's cool just to see the different positions, and like I'll be wherever they need me on the field. If they ever need me to drop to center back, I'll play center back. If they ever need me, if they want to put me as a forward, like go ahead. I would be so for it. I wouldn't say like I could score a million goals like Temo Abia and all them, but I'll play wherever they need me, and that's what I'm here to do.
Well, just from having watched you all season now, I mean, you started off, you were very like, I'm doing my D-mid role, and then like each game, it seems like you got a little more going forward. You combined a couple passes, and then you got off a shot, and it seems like every game you're getting just a little bit closer. How long before you get a goal?
I don't know. It's a big question. I got a text from my little brother after last game, after like that spin move that like was posted everywhere.
That was pretty, by the way.
Yeah, and then I whiffed the shot, so it wasn't that pretty. So after the move, but I got a text from my little brother. It was like, you ever think of putting the ball in the net? So I don't know. Hopefully soon, so I can prove him wrong.
That's a very brother comment. Yeah.
Yep.
I was wondering if you had like an ulterior motive, because the team's already set a record for the number of players that have scored a goal in a season. I was just wondering if you're trying to be the last one to get it, so you're the last name up there as the one who got the highest record.
No, I'm just trying to score at this point.
It was not a very really serious conspiracy theory. So what players maybe have you looked up to that you wanted to be like, around the world as you grew up?
When I was younger, it was a lot of like the Brazilians. Ronaldinho was one of them. Neymar. It was funny when I was back home. I was looking at the wall behind my bed, and I have so many posters and stuff of like those two. And then also Marta's up there, who's on Orlando. So it was kind of funny just to see that like all throughout high school and middle school and stuff. Like she's still on my wall to this day, it's pretty funny. But as I like grew older and stuff, then it became more like Iniesta, De Bruyne, Busquets, players like that. So just kind of like different players as I started growing, and different types of players, like from the Brazilians then to more of like the maestros and like passing and stuff.
Who in the NWSL so far that you've played against have you been like, oh, that was really cool, I got to go against her?
Yeah, I would say I just like some of the names that you always hear, like Alex Morgan, Sophia Smith. It was cool just to see them in action live. Like I've never seen them play live before, so like having the first time seeing them live, like being next to them on the field was pretty sick.
Well, you're not just seeing them live, now you're stopping them.
Yeah, it's cool, and it's so much faster than it looks on TV.
Oh, always. I don't see this as maybe as much in the women's game, but do y'all trade jerseys?
Yes, I think there's only like a certain amount we can do this year. So, yeah, I think there's just some like rules on it.
Yeah. Is there anybody that you're wanting to get?
Marta, that's the one.
So you have that game like the next time you play them, you got that circled already? Like
Yeah, I think it's July 6th. Yeah.
yeah, the PR people are sitting over here like giving signals. Here, do the date so that we know.
Yeah, July 6th. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too. I'm waiting for you to stick it to her. Actually, quite honestly.
Yeah, we'll see.
No offense to her. I mean, I'm just I'm going to root for this team over any other team. So.
Appreciate it.
Is there any other teams like around the world you kind of root for and follow?
I've always been a Man City Pep fan, so that always it's been fun this past year watching Real Madrid. But I always say Barcelona over Real Madrid, just kind of how it is with like loving Iniesta, Neymar, Messi, like that trio.
Same.
Oh my gosh, don't get me started. But it was fun watching Real Madrid this past year.
Hey guys, it is Ryan. I'm not sure if you know this about me, but I'm a bit of a fun fanatic when I can. I like to work, but I like fun too. It's a thing. And now the truth is out there. I can tell you about my favorite place to have fun. Chumba Casino. They have hundreds of social casino style games to choose from with new games released each week. You can play for free anytime, anywhere. And each day brings a new chance to collect daily bonuses. So join me in the fun. Sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Coincidence? I think not. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere, even at 30,000 feet. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
It's time for today's Lucky Land horoscope with Victoria Cash.
Life's gotten mundane, so shake up the daily routine and be adventurous with a trip to Lucky Land. You know what they say, your chance to win starts with a spin. So go to LuckyLandSlots.com to play over 100 social casino-style games for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. Get lucky today at LuckyLandSlots.com.
Available to players in the U.S., excluding Washington and Michigan. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply.
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. That should brighten your day a little. Actually, a lot. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
That used to be a thing that me and my daughter would do. Is we'd always watch Barcelona every weekend, as long as she wasn't playing, and we'd sit down and watch. And she'd be like, "Oh, she wanted to be like them and do things." And she had messy shoes, and she was never quite a messy player. She's more of a D-mid player, also.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
let's see. What do you? I think it's pretty special to be 18-year-old starting every game, or almost every game now. But so many minutes. Like I said, you're so high in the stats. What do you feel like contributed to you being this good this early in your career?
I give credit to a lot of people. I think my parents are one. They were never pushing me to do something that I didn't want to do. Growing up, they were always telling me play multiple sports, play basketball. I did gymnastics when I was a lot younger. So for them, it was trying to make sure I did everything instead of just focusing on soccer. So for them, I give a lot of credit. My mom would drive me to and from practice 2 hours away when I was younger, and it would be me begging her, let's go. And she would never say no. If I wanted to do something, it was always yes. And that's what's been pretty cool my whole journey. And just seeing how she supports my brothers too. So I give my family so much credit for where I am. Back home, I played for a small club called Alley Cats, which was in the town Albany where I grew up. I grew up in Bethlehem, but it was the Albany Alley Cats, which is the town over. And that was my club team. And then eventually I started playing for World Class. So that was where my mom was driving me those 2 hours to and from practice. So those two clubs have done so much for me. I have one of my coaches, Betsy Drombor, who's I give so much credit to because she's someone that like would break film down with me when I was younger, and we would do a lot of like individual sessions, and she would send me clips of players like Marta and Ronaldinho and stuff and be like, hey, check this out. And then I would send her clips and be like, look at these moves, and just kind of bounce stuff off of each other. And so her too, and just kind of everybody along my journey who I've played for, have conversations with, give everybody credit because I wouldn't be here without all those little pieces of people.
And I mean, I fall into this trap too. That for my next question is like, I keep referring to you being 18, which is again very remarkable, and that you're getting this much time and starting and all this stuff at this age. But do you feel like you get a little more attention because you're the 18-year-old that's like starting and shutting down players and getting all this, and how do you feel about that?
Yeah, at times. It's funny. A couple of people have come up to me. Even today it happened when I had to do something after training, and someone was like, oh, like you're the young one, right? And I was like, no, that's not me. That's Alex. So I think sometimes they get me and Alex confused because like we both are young.
Yeah.
And we're both blonde and stuff. So it could be easy to mix up. But yeah, I think just kind of as like a standpoint as with the league, it's a lot of like the up and coming young players, and obviously like I'm grouped in that because I'm a teenager, so I think that does stand a point there.
I mean, it is kind of cool that in WSL right now there are like teenagers across the league that are making huge impacts and scoring goals and playing great. It's kind of like a whole wave of younger generation now.
Yeah, no, it's pretty awesome. It's fun when we play teams with them on it because a lot of them are my friends. So after the games, I can go up and talk to them. Like you have like Lo and Haley who know everybody, but I'm like, oh, I got some friends on this team too, and it'll be like Emery Adames or like Ali Sentnor, and I get to just go hang out with them after. So it's cool.
Yeah, it's just not the people who've been around for a decade that know people, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So what would you say to like some of those 16-year-olds that might be in the position to turn pro when at 16 or 17 or 18? What would you say to them?
I think the advice I'd give them is just kind of like make those pro and cons list and think about, I think also you have to think about outside of soccer, because obviously like everything's great on the field, but you want to make sure you're happy and well-rounded with everything, balanced, as I said before. So I think when you're deciding, especially like what club you want to go to and stuff like that, like make sure the living situation outside of soccer is also good, because you want to be able to leave practice and love life, and go to practice and love life, and just be happy and everything under the umbrella there. So I think that's like the biggest thing, and just do it because you love it. Don't do it because your parents are forcing you or because you have pressure in outside areas.
I think that's good advice for everything, not just soccer. What did the current do to make you feel like that was going to be the situation for you?
I think for me, it was just kind of knowing that, like, kind of like I said before, like the doors were open, and for me, soccer-wise, like I just needed to prove myself. So I think there were a lot of people, not even just with the current, but outside of the current, that told me like I'm ready for it. Like if I decided that I wanted to take this next step, like I'm ready. So soccer-wise, that pushed me. And then I think just Kansas City is a great city. It's just, I don't know, homey. It gives small-town vibes, kind of where I'm from in upstate New York. So that in itself was really nice. So I knew that like I'd enjoy it there, or here, I guess. And yeah, so I think just everything about it and what this program's about and what they're trying to do this year and in the years following is something I've just wanted to be a part of.
Kansas City is kind of like a really big small town, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I love it.
So, like you said, you're from Bethlehem?
Yep, Bethlehem.
Right next to Albany.
Yep.
What should I do if I go there?
Try sausage, egg, and cheese sandwich from McCarroll's.
From McCarroll's.
Yep, on a hard roll.
Okay.
Yep.
Now I have a reason to go there.
Yeah.
I mean, I would like to try a sausage, egg, and cheese sandwich almost anywhere, but what makes that one so good?
It's just so good. There's not much I could say. It's just like you need to try it to love it, because I have one of my best friends. She lives in Texas, Jaden Thomas, shout out. And she came to visit me, and I brought her there, and she's like, this is such a small town, because she's from Dallas, which is huge.
Yeah.
And she was like, this is such a small town. Like, I don't know what you do here. And I was like, just trust. Let me get you that sausage, egg, and cheese, and you're going to love it. And her life changes. I'll get random texts from her that'll be like, oh, I'm missing that breakfast sandwich right about now. And so I'm telling you, it's a game changer.
All right. Is there something here that you found that is like that? You know, when you bring that person from Dallas or from New York here, what do you got to show them?
Okay, so everyone comes and wants the barbecue, which don't get me wrong, the barbecue's great, but I think it's very heavy, so I don't love going to barbecue that much. I think there's some really good Thai places here. Yeah. I've had Bear Me Thai, which is really good. And then just the street tacos here, I think, are also really good.
Yeah, actually, Kansas City is very known for like the taco tour now.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm loving that too. I mean, I do love some barbecue, but I can only do that every so often.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll have tacos 2 or 3 times a week.
Yeah. And I think also what I've been getting big in here is coffee shops.
Yeah.
And I've tried some really good ones. I just went to Kinship the other week. That was really good. And I'm kind of been like coffee shop hopping. So yeah, having a lot of fun going to those.
Have you always been like a coffee girl, or is that just something now that you're, you know, an adult?
This year, yeah. This year recently. And like the pastries there, I love it. I have such a good time hanging out at them.
Cool. Well, I don't want to keep you for too long, so I mean, I appreciate the time, but just what would be some last thoughts to tell the fans?
Wear your teal, cheer for KC. I don't know. I just love it here, and I hope you guys enjoy watching us and support us the rest of the season and for the years coming.
Is teal your favorite color now?
I
didn't put you on the spot, did I?
For this podcast, yes.
What when you're not on this podcast?
Recently, it's been purple.
Purple used to be like my favorite color. Now it's blue, I will be honest.
Okay.
But
blue's always like my solid choice, but purple recently has been my favorite.
All right. Well, thank you for the time, Claire. I really appreciate it. And
thank you.
We are out.